Hi Monica, this is my elbow evaluation. You see? So first you can sit down for now. First we start off with simple history, or just history past and present, and then we would move on to inspection of the elbow, see if there's any swelling, discoloration, or any deformities. If you were hanging your arm a certain way like this, or if you're holding it like across your body like this, like it was injured, we would see that. And then we move on to all the bony palpitations. So we'd start off with the bicipital groove here, and then we move on to the shaft of the humerus, which goes down here, and then we move on to the medial epicondyle of the humerus, which is here. The lateral epicondyle of the humerus, which you can palpate. Medial epicondyle of the humerus is right here, and the lateral is on the other side. Lateral epicondyle of the humerus. And then the olecranon fossa is underneath here, and the olecranon process of the ulna sticks out. Right there is just the bony one that sticks out. Then we move on to the ulna, which in the anatomical position is on the medial side. So we could palpate the ulna, and then the head of the ulna, proximal and distal. Just keep it like that. So the shaft of the ulna and the head of the ulna, and then on this side, the radius, the shaft of the radius, and the head of the radius, and the proximal and distal parts of it. And then we move on to the bony palpitations. So we start off with the biceps brachii. So we'll palpate the biceps and the triceps brachii. And then we move on to all the wrist flexors. So you're going to go like that. So in the anatomical position, the pronator teres would be going like that. It'd be going like that. So the pronator teres is this one, like this. The flexor carpi radialis starts over here, and it goes down to the radial side. So it goes across. And then the palmaris longus, which goes straight down the middle. So just keep it flat like that. Oh, they can't see. So it goes straight down the middle here, and then the radialis, what's it called? The flexor carpi. So you're flexing. So the flexor carpi radialis would be on. Oh no, the ulnar would be on this side. The ulnar would be on this side because this is the radialis. This is the radialis over here. And then we move on to wrist extenders. So you put your hand face down like that, and then we go to the extender carpi radialis would be over here on this side. So it would be over here. And then the ulnar, the extensor carpi ulnaris would be on this side. And then straight through the middle would be the extender digitorum, would go straight through the middle. And then after that, those are the flexors and extenders of the wrist. We move on to the brachialis, which is underneath the bicep, hard to palpate. And then we move on to the brachioradialis. So if you go like that, it's this muscle right here. And then the ulnar nerve, so go like this. Yeah, and it runs through here, and that bone right there, so it comes up and it goes through there, like that. And then we move on to the medial collateral ligament. So this ligament, you could palpate it, and then the lateral collateral ligament would be over here, over this side, so you palpate that one. And then we move on to the annular ligament, which is like at the, so if you go up here, yeah, like that, it's in there. And then range of motion. So like this, 155 degrees flexion. So you flex your arm like that, and then extension back to 0. And then you move on to like this for the supination, because your hand's up, so supination. And then pronation, you just flip your hand over. And then we're going to do all the same things, but I'm going to add resistance to it. So so go back to flexion. So just arm straight out like that. Yeah. So elbow flexion, I'm going to go right here. You're going to go all the way up. You're going to push, pull, 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 all the way up. This is for your biceps brachii and your brachialis and your brachioradialis. And then you're going to start up here, and you're going to try to extend your arm all the way. This is for your triceps brachii and coneus. And then supination like that. So I'm going to go like this. So start pronation, and then you're going to try to turn your hand, palm facing up, so grab on my hand. Yeah, but start like this, and hold on to my hand, and try to turn your hand over all the way. Yeah, and this is for your supinator and your bicep. And then pronation is the same. So start like that, yeah, and then you go here. Oh no, you go the other way. So you go down. Yeah, and that's the resisted range of motion for the pronator teres. Is what that one does it for. And then we move on to the neurological testing. So C5 deltoid, like this. You just copy what I'm doing. C5 deltoid, C6 wrist extender, like Iron Man. And then triceps, so push out your tricep. And then you do wrist flexors, like that. And then finger extenders, like that. Yeah. And then finger flexors for C8, like this. And then for T1, finger adduction, adduction. You go like that. Yeah. And then we move on to the sensory part of it. So the anterior, so sensory. So you start on the lateral side, C5. You're trying to see if these are the same side. So the anterior lateral side of the arm, and then the thumb is C6, and then the middle finger is C7, the fifth finger is C8, and this side is the anterior medial forearm is T1. And then we move on to, so this is like reflexes. So like go like that, and just let your arm be like relaxed, and then I'd hit you like right there for the reflex. For the C5, for C6, it'd be like right here, and then for C7 you're gonna go like that. Yeah, and then I do it like back here on the back of his arm, and then we move on to capillary and like blood flow. So I have to take your pulse. So right here, I would, so I have to time this. Can you count to 15 for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,